Hello, everybody. It's the Sean Show. Welcome back. It's the Sean Show. It's the greatest show. That's the That's the music for the show, and get used to it because it's gonna happen every show. I might do it between segments as well, so get ready for that. Either way, I've done a little bit of production this time around, so you guys aren't so just bored looking at some browser, because that's all the show is: some browser and some YouTube, and that's all I really want it to be right now, and that's all you really want it to be. Let's face it, you need to be told what you like. I need to be told what I like. So you like this? You like the Sean Show? As you can see, we've got our title screen, The Sean Show. It's ep2. There's a little bit of remnants from the ep1 title, well, thumbnail, because I didn't have it up. So every single time there's gonna be a little bit of a skerrick from the previous thing, and the quality of the image will probably drop heavily because I'm basically just editing a JPEG and saving it again. So who knows? Maybe that Sean Show up there will become very blocky and pixelated by the end of, let's say, season 1. Anyway, let's get into it. So I got a few things first up. Let me just boop. Okay, as you can see, what's this black shit down here? Is this not fully? Come on. What is going on? That looks like ass. I don't know. Maybe it's from what I see. I'm gonna go back to my YouTube and have a look. As you can see, we've got some lo-fi beats cranking. A little black bar. There's a little black bar down there. I think that's really annoying me. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to deal with it. I'm not fixing this mid-show. We're in the middle of the show. As you can see, we've got an agenda up there. I've fixed the sub now. There was a little slash between the O and the W. I was kind of feeling cute when I did that. I feel really dumb about it now. So now it's just normal words. And we got an agenda. But before we get to the agenda, I got a little bit of news. If you're reading the stream description, you could probably see what the news is, honestly. But we've got a schedule. I've figured out that I'm going to run a schedule. I'm running a schedule. Where's my schedule image? There it is. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. You're going to have 4 Sean Show eps a week. The content's going to get real dry if I don't start searching the web for shit. And I really don't want to dive into the Twitter. I don't want to dive into the Reddit. I'm going to see how long I can last without that stuff, because that's a cesspit. There's 2 cesspits I don't really want to get into, but inevitably will. Anyway, that's the schedule. And that's the Sean Show. It's the greatest show. All right, that's 2. Let's rack up 2 so far. All right, so we got our agenda over here, as you guys can see. Now, instead of just tabs, you're going to have an idea which way we're going with the tabs. And for some reason, we're going to be bouncing from the right to the left again. I don't know why I do this. Maybe it's the things I'm most interested in are on the left. And then we get to the right. And I care a whole lot less about the right. Let's get into it. All right, so we've gone through the actual schedule. Oh, I was going to get straight to news, but apparently I have to ruin something. What am I ruining for everybody today? Well, not everybody. There are some people out there who already agree with me. Maybe not agree with me, or at least just don't eat what I eat. I'm a big food guy, I guess you could say. I'm made of food, and I'm big. I'm not that big. But what I'm trying to say is I'm a really picky eater. And one thing that I do not like, and I'm sure you won't like after this little spiel of mine, is runny egg yolk. Let me address this. Runny egg yolk. I'll probably lose a lot of people here, and I don't give a shit. Alright? Don't give a shit. Okay? Runny egg yolk is gross. It's gross. Okay? Any runny egg is gross. But egg yolk in particular. If you've ever been to a chicken farm or a chicken coop, and you've smelt the smell of a chicken farm or a chicken coop, that feathers and poop, we've got something called olfactory somethings in our head. I could be completely wrong here with what I'm explaining, but basically you kind of smell and taste in a similar fashion. You can taste what you smell, you can smell what you taste. Or at least you might mentally get tricked at. The smell of a chicken coop, the smell of a chicken farm is the same taste. Or at least the same air of an egg yolk. Okay? So next time you're sucking one of them down, next time you're like, oh yeah, look at that. Just remember. Just remember. Remember me. Next. Moving through the agenda here. I've actually got a ocean spray drink right now. That's right, ocean spray. It's low sugar, no sugar, I don't know. It coats my mouth in something weird, but it tastes great. Once again, this episode of The Shaun Show is not sponsored by the Googs. As you see, we've got our Goog tabs up. Goog in the Goog fight. It's not sponsored by Googs. This time, it is sponsored by... Well, it's not sponsored by. It's powered by Ocean Spray. We've got cranberry and pineapple flavors recommended to me by somebody. It was a good recommendation. Appreciate that. Ocean Spray. Hopefully somebody from Ocean Spray hears that. Next up, what do we got? World news. Let's get to the world news, guys. I think we'll start at the CNN again. We started at the CNN last time. We'll do it again. We'll get some consistency. It's going to go CNN, news.com.au, BBC News. All right? Let me get this agenda out of the way because it's just... I mean, there's nothing on the screen there. Is there? Let's get it out of the way. Okay, what do we got? We're not going to click on any of these tabs. We're just going to go through and look at the front page. What's important in the US today? All right. There's more of this. We've got some video today. I can't remember if we had video last time. I don't think we did. But Israel targets presumed new... Okay. I'm not going to bother reading that sentence. A lot of stuff going on across the world. This is not the place to find information about that. So if that's what you're doing here, got nothing for you. All right, what else is important in the US? Scientists looked at images from the space to see how fast Antarctica is turning green. And here's what they found out. I ad-libbed a little bit there. Feel like a bit of a dick for it. I really don't like... We don't need to be doing this. We don't need to be doing this. Here's what they found shit. We don't need this. This is some untrained blog bullshit website shit. This isn't CNN. Like, come on. This is fine. Even though I'm having trouble reading this particular sentence, because I'm a little bit of a dum-dum, it's not clickbait. Scientists looked at images from space to see how fast Antarctica is turning green. That's all you need. Here's what they found. Fuck you. Like, fuck you, CNN. Catch up on today's... No, that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing right now. And it's bugged out because I've had the page open so long. I flew on China's first homegrown large airliner. Here's what that was like. Don't need no first person shit. This isn't about you. This is not about you. The story is about China's first homegrown large airliner. Do a review of that. Do a review of that. What's next? Beirut strikes aimed at senior operative in running to succeed Nasrallah. I'm going to read this like it's supposed to be read. Beirut strikes aimed at senior operative in running to succeed Nasrallah, Israel official tells CNN, as region braces for response to Iran. Related. Again, not the place to find out more about this stuff. We're just criticizing the news. Okay? We're just criticizing the shit. It needs to be better. I don't read it because it's bad. I don't read it because I don't give a shit about this stuff. A lot of it is just, honestly, just the same old bullshit. That's right. Anyway. Why Trump's attempt to unravel democracy may not hurt his campaign. Oh, there's actually, I don't know, maybe something positive about Trump. I don't think I've seen anything positive about Trump for a while. And that's the world we live in. 4 prominent, previously pro-Trump GOP women to make the case against him in Pennsylvania. Trump's ground game relies on untraditional strategies to draw out battleground voters. Okay. This is a kind of interesting one here. Because in Australia, if you're registered to vote, you basically have to vote. Otherwise, you will get fined. As simple as that. You're going to get fined if you're registered to vote and you don't vote. In the US, you don't have to vote. You have the right to vote, but you don't have to exercise that right, is my understanding. Take that with a grain of salt, because it could be wrong. But from my understanding, I don't think it's a requirement to vote. You're not going to get fined for not doing it. Maybe in some states, I don't know. Again, I don't know. But that is interesting, as I'm trying to draw out battleground voters. So obviously, the more people you can get in to vote, the better chance you have to actually win the vote when you have a certain amount of population who might not be voting. I'm going to have to do a fact check on that. I really have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. Could have hit the nail on the head. Could have hit my hand. Don't know. What else have we got? This is all about the same stuff. So this is... I like this whole column here. I like how they've done that. I'm not going to look at the particular stories, but this is good. This is good work. What else do we have here? About 100 rescued elephants escape flash floods at popular sanctuary in northern Thailand. Well, that's a relief. Videos of the elephants wading through water. You guys want to see that? I want to see that. Don't give me an ad. Don't give me an ad. This is probably the first video on this website. Oh, you motherfuck. You fuck. I'm going to turn the sound down so you guys don't have to hear that. We're going to change the tab. I don't want to miss the elephants. Let's get through this. Sound on. You guys can hear these elephants. It's probably pretty loud. No, it's not actually. Oh, look at them wading through the water.
In Chiang Mai, Thailand.
I'm probably pretty scared. 100 elephants.
The founder of the park said this is
Look at them go.
Flooding they have
in a line, orderly, not panicking. If those was humans.
The elephants were moved to higher ground and are sheltered
There's one
in
human.
a mountain nearby.
I think we're done with the elephants. I'm pretty over the elephants. We saw that. Kind of cute. What is this massive tab? It's an ad. Get out of my face. I think I'm kind of done with the US. Lost biblical plant resurrected from 1,000-year-old seed. Yeah, no, I'm not clicking on that. There's some more of this. This should be moved over here, but I guess it's media, but there's media right there. No. I'm sure there's more stories going on. Is there anything up top here? We got Antarctica. Is this from Antarctica? That is. That's the same story. Golden owl. Intriguing. That's intriguing. What is this golden owl about? 3-decade treasure hunt for the golden owl has finally ended. Oh. Whoa. This guy's straight out of Fallout. Oh. This is not the place to learn more about that. World's smallest Rubik's Cube. Come on. I'm click happy today. Holy moly. Okay, yeah, that is small. We saw what we needed to see. Ghost Ship of the Pacific. That's bait. Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks. Right. Okay. And presidential campaign. Well, that's the US. That is what is going on in the US. We've got some blog bullshit. We've got some. Oh, this is just. Here's what they found. Fuck off. We got some election stuff. We got a lot of Gaza. We got some feel good, feel bad stories, and some seeds. That's right. We got seeds. I forgot about those already. All right. Well, yeah, that's the US. Next. News.com.au. Australia. This is the news that's happening. There's actually some news that's very, very close to where I live. It's like, well, it happened. It happened like recently and whatever. You may have heard that a man threw a coffee on a baby's face, a steaming hot coffee. That actually happened within my suburb, which is crazy, and that's wild. Anyway, the dude fled the country. He got out of the country, right? Which is kind of insane that you could do that and then be able to escape the country. But now apparently I have heard, I don't have any evidence to support this, but apparently it is now an international issue to collect this man. And there you go. There's some news. There's some news that you probably already knew. I didn't really need to give you the same old bullshit, but I did, and I apologize. That's not good. That's not good journalism. If you hadn't heard about it, it's all right. If you had heard about it, I apologize. Apologize for the repetition and copycat nonsense. What do we got? Rabid dogs. Ayatollah makes shock claim. Unleashes on Israel. He made a shock claim and unleashed on Israel. Look at him. He's just. I thought that was beard. That's not beard. I thought he was patting down his beard. That's less powerful image. If he had a big long beard and he was patting it down with that headline, that's a powerful image. This is not so powerful. News Life. If this email makes sense to you, you're old. Okay, this is some Women's Day bullshit. Video captures star screaming at his staff. This, I don't know what News Life is. Seems like utter trash. Celebrity stuff is gonna be there. Don't think it should be as high up as it is. What's less important than Will Jaden Smith, my bad. What's more important than Jaden Smith? What's less important than Jaden Smith yelling at his staff? And what's less important than you being old, if you understand this email? Let's find out. At work, Aussie boss explodes. Fuck. You don't really see many humans exploding ever. That's crazy. Corpses, yeah. Queensland law, courts and law, absolute joke. Family's fury over Uber killing. And Uber killing? Family of a slain Uber driver. This is less important than this. Or somebody exploding really should be like right up here. If somebody fucking exploded, what are we doing? True stories. 18-year-old dies after telling mum, "I'm fine." A young woman insisted she was fine when her mother suggested she go to the emergency room. They didn't give us much information. That's okay. We're not clicking it. Television. Netflix show. I found this perfect item for $27. His new flame is revealed. Yeah, wow. Okay. I'm going to say anything about that. This guy's in a bit of heat. I don't know the whole story, but I do know this guy is in a bit of hot water. The Didster. The Diddy. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. He's back up here. The page just sorted itself out. Okay. Alright. we've got a little bit of a refresh. I didn't do anything to refresh that. I think somebody doesn't want me to talk about the Diddy. This man's in trouble. I don't know the whole story. You guys probably do. This isn't the place to find out about it. But yeah. Interesting that happened. Let's go back up to the top now that it's given me a refresh. Ugh, what do we have? Major update for baby attacked with... Oh, shit. What's going on with this page? News.com.au saw my scoop on them last week in the Sean Show ep1, and they said, yo, we really got to tighten up our game. We can't... And then they saw that I was live, and they said, oh, fucking shit. He's coming. He coming. Oh, my God. So they sorted it out. They put this Netflix show up, the real-life brothers from Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story have just been given huge news, okay? I need to get better at reading words in a sentence. I can read the words individually. I'm good at that. In a sentence, coherently, not so great. Either way, I've got no idea what this is. Don't care. Honestly, I don't care about that. All right, Western Australia. That's what WA is for those of you who are not in the know with Australian states. The whole fucking 5 or 6 of them. I don't even know. I don't fucking care. We've got cable tie tradie learns fate. A man found guilty of 2 counts of aggravated common assault after restraining 3 children with cable ties at his property has learned his fate. He learned his fate. Whoa. Shit. Imagine learning your fate. That's like, you know, somebody just gave away the rest of the book. Shouldn't have done that, guy. Anyway, that was Australian news. That was what's going on. Just in. Hold on. I just saw this next to this massive fucking ad. It's a betting ad. This is all betting? Why have I got betting ads on my news? Can I bet on the news? I'm sure I can bet on certain things like politics, but can I bet who wins this? Can I bet if they find this guy? Can I bet on the time frame? Can I bet on if this guy's allowed to buy cable ties again? Or when he does? Either way, we got just in. Major update for... Oh, fuck me. They've revealed an update. Why don't you just tell me the update? You always want me to click. I'm not clicking. Famous group share shock Aussie news. Don't care. Give me more info. 2 shot after allegedly stealing MP's car. See, that tells me something. Crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. I would click on that. I'm going to click on that. Police shoot 2 men after stolen car from Labor MP's home was driven at them in wild Western Sydney incident. Well, if you're going to drive at the cops, they're going to shoot you, dude. Crazy. Actual news. All right. Why did I think that was actual news? I guess it's the ramifications of the whole story if we really want to think about it, but we're not. We're not going to do a deep dive into that. We don't fucking care. Next, I could do a deep dive into what the baby thing means, but I'm not gonna. I've spent enough thought about it. I've spent enough mind power on it, if you will. I don't have that much mind power because my ocean spray is low shugs, and as you know, well, some of you don't, but I love shugs. It powered the last episode, and it's gonna power some future episodes. I'll tell you that. Got some real power for tomorrow's episode, actually. So, yeah, we'll reveal that in tomorrow's episode when we tell you what the show's powered by. Anyway, we got BBC now. Keep getting distracted. Look at this agenda. Look at this agenda. We're almost through the world news item. That means that we're almost halfway through the show. Whoa. This is usually a pretty long section, so yeah, we could actually be halfway through the show. I know the gaming section's fairly small. Yeah. Anyway, BBC, the UK. Not sure if I'll do the voice again. Feeling like I want to. Do I have a different one? I'll try a different one. It might be really bad. It might not work out great. Could just default back to Scottish. Yeah, no, I can't wrap my head around this one at this point in time, so I might just read it the way it is. Iran Supreme Leader defends strikes on Israel in rare public speech. That's the guy who was, yeah, we saw him on the other page. Again, we're not diving in any of this. 6 hours at hands of Hamas. New account reveals how Israel base fell on 7th of October. We've got some glasses, some nerd over here. Watch elephants escape floodwaters in Thailand. We've seen that. We've seen that one. As communist China turns 75. Can Xi fix its economy? Can he? Can they? I don't know who Xi is. Xi? Zai? Z? Xi? She? I don't know how to pronounce that. EU hits China with tariffs in electric car sales battle. Get your money, EU. Get your money. India government says... Oh, hold on. We're in the BBC. India government says criminalizing martial rape excessively harsh. I did not read any of that with my eyes before I started reading it with my mouth. Whoa. I didn't even digest it. There's some more cable tie. Australian guilty of assault for cable tying kids. Images of. Okay. How a stale Australian $17.50 cookie sparked a social media storm. Why are you giving me this Australian shit? We're in the BBC. I love Shug, so we're definitely clicking the cookie story. Australian consumer pays an eye-watering $17.50 or $12 or £9. I think that's 12 euros. No, it's dollars. $12? £9 for a cookie that's stale? Get the fuck. For snacks at a scam pop-up that had no affiliation with Crumble. Crumble. I'm not gonna read this whole news, but that is an expensive cookie. I don't think there's no point paying that much for a cookie. Stale or fresh. What else have we got? This news kind of is just a big repetition of before. Do we have anything new? Ross Atkins on Trump's assassination attempt as he returns to the site. I'm not gonna watch the quote. We're not gonna watch the quote. BBC Verify. Okay. What's that arm? Notorious. There's that again. Melania Trump is latest Republican First Lady to back abortion. Some FIFA transfer rules break EU law. Top court says. Oh, so that's what the Garth Brooks thing was. Accused of rape. Come on, Garth. Come on, don't be doing that. And then we have some more US election and Israeli stuff. More to explore? How shy Aussie kid Ricardo became F1's golden boy. There he is. That's the golden boy. Sometimes I kind of feel like this guy and myself share similar facial features. I'm not Indian. It's funny how people look the same. There's only a certain amount of things that we can have to look different, and we end up not looking that different. The asteroid that killed dinosaurs was not alone. A second asteroid hit Earth. Shit. I'm glad you guys are still looking into that. It's good that you did, because at least we know for the future. But it's kind of funny. That's some forensic shit right there. Oh, man. Millions of years ago, it wasn't just one comet. There was a second comet. Oh, that made me smile too much. Stalker 2. Stalker 2. What we want to show Ukraine can make great games. Oh, if you made the first one, it was a pretty great game. Huh. This is how the Ukrainian studio beat an anticipated video game. What am I doing? How the Ukrainian studio between an anticipated video game kept going when Russia invaded. That's probably a pretty cool story. Click. That's the news. That was the world news. We're halfway through the show. That's right. The Shaun Show. It's the Shaun Show. It's the greatest show. That jingle is going to be jingling in your jingles. Alright? And then you'll be coming back for more. What's the next thing? Next thing is something new. Something new. I was speaking to a gentleman today, and he was telling me about a sport that he played when he was young. I thought, he said, "Do you play sport? Did you play sport?" And he said, "Yes, but I don't think you'd be able to guess." And I was like, "Hey, kabaddi? Kabaddi?" And he's like, "No, actually." And he said, "Coco." So he told me to look it up, and I did. I'm going to play this video, main rules of Coco. It's for little kids, but I'm going to play it in double speed. You guys are quick enough to understand this, so I'm sure you guys will understand Coco as well as I do. And then we'll watch maybe some high-level shit and be like, hey, this is pretty cool. Alright, so anyway, let's get rid of this agenda. This is something new. This is the something new section. Where's my mouse? Is on the wrong screen. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Man rules of Coco. And let us go to settings and play it in to 1.5. Don't be going too fast. We'll raise the volume of the Coco. There you go, Coco. These are the main rules of Coco.
Two teams are called a chasing team and a defending team. Do you want to know how to play Coco? The first step of playing Coco is the chasing team.
You get your dudes, put them in a line.
9 players sit on the center line, all evenly spaced.
Just like that.
Players alternately face opposite directions, away from the center line. The 9th player, who is the chaser, stands next to a pole.
One's next to the pole.
Defenders from the defending team enter the court. The chaser tries to capture them by tagging them.
You catch him. Chase him, you catch him. You can only run one direction.
However, the chaser cannot do so.
Can't cross that line.
The chaser may run in one direction only. Once he has started running, he cannot turn around.
Don't turn around.
To change directions.
You want to turn around, use a pole.
And around it. The chaser can switch positions with a teammate by touching a sitting teammate on the back and shouting "Co."
If you need to cross, hit your dude. Yell "Co." He'll start moving. Once you catch 3, another 3 come out. Once you catch 9, you switch. Right. Team to do it the quickest wins. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right. This is an Indian game. I think it's Indian. And they kind of play it up to a quite a high level. So let's see if we can find under 21 boys final. That could be good to watch. Maybe we can watch some pro Coco. Do they have a pro league? I know they've got pro kabaddi. National games. We'll watch this. Whoa, that's really fucking long. We'll only watch a little bit of it. We're only going to watch a little bit of it. I want to put this volume down. I don't want to blast you guys. I can't even hear it. It's probably not English. That's fine. Alright, here we go. Coco. Semi-finals. Men's team event. This is the chasing team. Look at that haircut. Nice. That's the running team. I guess you could say they're the attackers. I don't know which one's which. Don't know the colors. Don't know the players. Don't really know the game. But there's the pole that you change direction on. That's the pole where that guy starts on. It's that simple. That's simple. Look at him go. Look at. I'm gonna put the volume down. Fuck. Are we going in 1.5 speed? Jesus. Jesus. These people don't move that quick. Anyway, the game is underway. We started at a crazy pace. You can see how the runner, he goes back and forth between the line, just weaves between the guys to, you know, get him to do this shit. Are they gonna catch a dude? Are they gonna catch a dude? Go, 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 go. There's a lot of running in this. You gotta be fit. You gotta be a fit dude. Come on, man. Come on. I've seen him dive in the other vids. Might have to put the younger guys' vids on because they are. This is some stiff competition when compared to the other video I watched. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, man. That dude's real quick. They're all real quick. Quicker than me. I mean, the first set of runners is eventually going to get gassed, right? So you'll eventually catch. You've got 9 dudes to spread the running out from, and they've got, like, they're isolating this one guy. Get him tired. Get him tired. Maybe let the other guys lax. Switch target. Get a tag. They didn't get him. They didn't get him. He's got to run to the pole as a formality to turn around. Oh, come on. Come on, blue team. We want to see somebody get caught. This is... And now he's going to just weave around. He's playing with them. He's playing with them. He's been I'm pretty sure he's attacking. He's been attacking for sheesh. 2 to 3 minutes straight. Oh, there's a dive. There's a dive. I don't think he got him. No, he didn't get him. Here's a highlight of that. Oh, look at that feint. Step in the turn back. Let's go. That's athleticism. Oh, damn. They really cannot get anybody. I feel like 3 to 4 minutes without a tag is fairly bad. Oh, they've got 2 now. Come on, boys. See, they can run and tap their guy, but if they don't yell "co," we can't. I don't think you guys can hear it. If they don't yell "co," like the guy doesn't get up. It's not a proper switch if you don't yell that "co." I'm gonna switch over to this orange team attacking because this blue team is. I don't want to say they're kind of poo-poo, but they're kind of poo-poo. Who knows? It could be really good both sides. All right, let's get to it. We got a guy blowing a whistle. He's like, "Go! Your timer starts now." And Coco. Yeah, it's a 9-minute timer. Let's see if these guys can get somebody within 2 minutes. If they don't get anybody within 2 minutes, we're out of here, and at least we learned something. Oh, he got him. He got him. Let's go. He's like, get up there. Get up there, big hoss. Get on up there and chase that boy. Go, 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 go. I believe there's also, this is like done professionally, so there's techniques in defense and stuff like that. Different, I don't know, I saw different types of formations when I was scrolling down the YouTube. I was like, what is going on? This is some deepness. Oh, 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 oh. You didn't get him. This is some high octane shit, I gotta say. I usually prefer a ball to be part of this whole activity business, but damn, I'm kind of enthralled. Well, let's get out. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of this. Anyway, that was Coco. I wish I could have shown you a better example of it. I'll try and go back to what I was watching before. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It was like this one, I think. Maybe this one? Yeah, these boys got some gusto. And it says runner and chaser. That makes a whole lot more sense than attacker and defender to me. Ooh, okay. Okay. Dropping the splats. Get him, get him. I want to see some captures over here, boys. I think probably what the different types of defensive formations and strategies are is, let's say if you've got a really fast dude, you might want him on like the third rung. You don't want him right down the end. You want him to just get up and zoomy boy. Maybe you want the guys with the biggest reach right in the middle or right on the end. Did he get him? Oh, he got him! He got him! And the pop off. Yeah, this is much more entertaining, especially the camera angle. I've got to say, this is really selling Coco to me. Oh, didn't get him. No, he did not get him, boy. Come on now, boy. All right, we're out of here. That was Coco. You just learned something new, and I'm glad you did, because I did too. You're welcome. Let's bring up the agenda. What was I getting to next? Gaming? Well, that's appropriate. This game's right on my screen. Okay, let's... Basically, there's only two things in gaming that I want to bring up. I want to bring up this 9-month-old video that I only just learned about the other day. I know, I hate it when people do this shit. I hate it when they're like, oh, yeah, I just heard about this, you know? I just heard about it. And you're like, dude, that's ancient. That's ancient. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the lo-fi beats really quick, and then we're gonna put on this trailer. This is made by the team or the guy who made No Man's Sky. New game that they're announcing 9 months ago. Light No Fire. No Man's Sky is supposed to be in a very good place. It's supposed to be basically what it was meant to be envisioned by now. Took them quite some time. I don't believe it's a huge team, but great dedication. Good to see them do that, honestly. Good to see like actually finish the project or get it close to what they wanted. Onto this game though. This looks a bit more like what I imagine No Man's Sky is at right now, with like just building stuff, moving around the world. Obviously no birds, but a bit of combat, a bit of riding around with your friends. But at least this one seems a lot more fleshed out from release. Seems like lots of things to do. There's probably absolutely no goal. It'd be cool if it was a bit like, I guess, like Ark and those kind of games where it's just open world to get stuff done. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of stuff for them to be killing, to be making all this bullshit. All I'm really seeing is people. Well, those are ghosts. Probably don't have much physical loot on them. I don't know, these seem like players. I don't know where they're finding these animals, because I don't see them in the wilderness. You know, this guy rocking around with the sword and shield. Are there real bosses and real strategies to use on these bosses? And he's going to fly around. This thing's going to peel itself. Get all that crusty crust off. Crusty. And then I think this is probably, I do remember this is like the waypoint thing, or what you're trying to get to in No Man's Sky. I didn't completely play it. I got over it very quick. I bought it on release and it wasn't fully fleshed out. But this could be really cool for the people who are into that. You know, I'm probably not. But that seems pretty cool for the people who are. Anyway. Next up, let's put the lo-fi beats on really quickly. Let's get this. No need of silence. We don't need silence. That's not cool. That's not cool. You guys don't see that, huh? Yeah, nice. Nice. Nice production value over here. Okay, so there was that. Next is Space Marine 2. I know you guys probably have heard a bit about it. Those of you who are in the games probably have not heard about it. I don't know. I don't know what you guys know, but basically, this game came out recently. Pretty anticipated. I was anticipating it when I found out about it. I only found out about it like a month before, because you know, you'll soon know. Anyway, So basically, you play Space Marine, and you go through, you kill Tyranids, and some Chaos Marines. And yeah, that's the game. Basically, I'd probably want to review this game. I'll probably play it. Probably play a game on my Saturday version of the show. So I'll probably go through maybe a couple of things, or else I'll just play a game for that show and, you know, just play a quick game. If you like it, I'll do it more. If you don't, I won't do it ever again. No, I'll do whatever I want, honestly, because I don't give a shit about what you guys want. I'm just doing the Sean Show. Alright, so anyway, this game, let's do a very quick rundown of it. Basically, single player, it's also co-op. You get to play as this dude, Titus, well-known Space Marine in the lore. You go through and you do some campaign missions. You can do them co-op. You generally just do them. You just do them solo, get through that shit, because obviously, with an online game, anything that doesn't progress you online, or at least doesn't attribute to some grinding that you need to do online to compete with the rest of the world, then it's redundant. It's redundant to me sometimes, a lot of the time. So anyway, I played through the campaign just so I could figure out how to play the game, obviously, and just to feel it out. I skipped a lot of the story. I'm a massive story skipper, cutscene skipper, don't care. You know, I'm not going to waste my time getting invested in the story of a game and then find out that I don't want to play the game halfway through because it feels like shit and it looks like shit. Turns out to feel like shit and be a shit game. But anyway, so I skipped most of the cutscenes, blah, blah, blah. Played it, like, yeah, cool, sweet, good. Alright. If I'm interested in the game and then I get interested in the IP, then I will have a look into the story at my own leisure. But otherwise, there's no... Why are we wasting our time? Why are we wasting our time with this shit? Please make all cutscenes skippable in every game ever. Thank you. Thank you, developers of the future. Next. Complete the campaign, and then you have the option to move into multiplayer. Well, you don't even have to completely finish the campaign to do that. I think you get to like the third mission and it opens up. Maybe the second mission. Anyway, so then you get your PvE opens up and your PvP opens up. I have not touched the PvP. I fear it to be like the Destiny PvP, but I've heard it is not like Destiny PvP. I hear it is fairly responsive in the damage that you're doing. When I played Destiny, I played Destiny 1, mind you, and I played multiplayer. I don't know if it was the same case with Destiny 2. When you were PvPing, if you were shooting, there was a little delay, I guess you could say, on the health being reduced. I don't know if it was just a delay in the server tick or something, just taking up a bit, like maybe just having slower ticks and not really updating all of that so quickly so that the game could be maybe a bit more fluid and less back-end lag. I don't know what the reason was. I'm just fucking vibing here. Anyway, what would happen is you'd kill a dude, but he'd still be alive, and then he'd trade kill you, or vice versa. And you're like, I probably got rocked, boing. And then you finish him, and then you're both dead. And it doesn't feel like a good experience when you're trading with somebody who you saw their life deplete before you died. Right? You see a dude's life go to 0. Or it should have gone to 0 because you hit him with extra bullets and he's only got that last thing left. And then the tick rolls over and then you're both fucking dead. Not satisfying multiplayer gameplay. I do have to say that. Maybe you shouldn't be trading in fights. Maybe you shouldn't just be blasting your guns at each other. Maybe you should use a little bit of finesse. You know, maybe get some angles. Maybe use some walls. Don't just fucking blast each other standing upright. But anyway, I got a bit of a monkey brain sometimes. That's what you do in the multiplayer. There's a couple of modes. Anyway, don't care for it. Don't care for it. I'm talking about the PvE now. Missions. So you've got PvE missions. There are 6 missions to do. And you have various objectives to do within these missions. There are 2 sets of enemies. You've got a Tyranid set of enemies, and then you have a Chaos Marine set of enemies. They all have their own different bosses. They all have their own different mini bosses. That's cool. But the thing is, there's only 6 missions. So, you know, it's super repetitive. On top of that, I'll show you tomorrow when I'm playing it. The grind is not accommodated by the content. So there are many things to grind and level up. Different weapon types, different weapon classes, different character classes. And then you need currency to unlock paint colors, you know, emblems, shit like that if you're into that side of things. And yeah, and you've only got 6 missions to do this shit in. So it quickly comes to the point where people just start speed running levels just to get that grind done, you know what I mean? One thing that I am looking forward to in this game is this free updates, the future roadmap. Let me see if I can find it. Space Marine 2 fucking roadmap revealed for year 1. Let's go. All right. Somebody on Reddit posted this, shared it actually. So I believe they're going very similar to the Monster Hunter kind of route. How they'll release kind of free updates up to a certain point, and then maybe release an actual DLC. So I'm a huge fan of these free updates. All of this season pass purchase bullshit is all cosmetics. It is all cosmetics. You don't have to spend a single dime on this game. I think that's a really good choice by them. That's a really, really cool, really good way to do it. Let us just play the game, spend money on just royalty shit, not necessity. Okay, so anyway, we've got some steps here, I guess you could say. So 2024 September, ultra wide support, private PvE lobbies, battle barge, sparring arena. They have already done this. This one is already done. It's already in. Love that. Love to see that it actually paid off. Next, season 2 by the end of 2024. Nice. So we've got new PvE missions. That's great. Gotta love that. Some more missions, more variety. Lethal difficulty, so an even harder difficulty for you to get more XP. Challenge yourself more. A new Volkite, a Neo Volkite pistol. So that's a new type of pistol. I don't believe there is a Volkite pistol in the game right now. I think it's just the bolt pistol, the heavy bolt pistol, and the it's like a charge up. It's like you can charge it up. You can spam it or you can charge it up. I don't know what it's called, but it's not a Neo Volkite pistol. And then also plus new enemy. Now that's really cool. When I very first saw this, I thought plus new enemy meant like one more enemy, as in a different Tyrannid, one different Tyrannid mini boss. But actually, the way I'm envisioning this in my head, or at least the way that I think it's being interpreted here, or it should be interpreted, is a new enemy, meaning a type of enemy. So, for example, it could be the Necrons, or for example, it could be the Orcs. I'm talking about a completely different enemy race. So that should bring a bit more variety, a bit more, learning how to deal with these new enemies and the challenges that they present to us. So that's pretty cool. I'm keen on this, so I might have to get back. I'll show you what it's like tomorrow anyway, if you haven't already known. And if you want to know now, go to YouTube and watch somebody fucking play it. Either wait till tomorrow or do it now, or you've already done it. I don't care. All right, season 3. We got a new PvE mission, so just one mission. New PvP game mode, okay, new PvP arenas, another new enemy, awesome. PvE prestige ranks, alright, cool, they understand we're going to get sick of the grind. Battle barge expansion, okay, so the regular PvE hub is going to get a little bigger. They might add a bit more stuff to it. They already added this sparring arena so that if you're waiting with your mates or just people to start a match, then you can just dick around and kill each other for funsies instead of having to enter a PvP lobby. Pretty cool. Might give you a chance to like just practice some tech and some guns and stuff. Anyway, season 4, Horde mode. Cool, brand new mode. Probably going to be a PvE grindy mode. Will be cool. The thing about this game as well is that there's no like loot drops or anything. There's no loot drops. You're just doing this shit to grind fucking XP for weapons and class levels. Like it's a bit, it's cool that there's no drops and you get to choose exactly the way that you roll your loadout and stuff, but also at the same time it's a bit like, why do I keep doing this? Why am I keep on doing this? And then again, alternatively, if it is drops based and you run it a few times and you get the best drop or you get all the drops that you want, it's kind of like, why am I fucking doing this again? I don't need to do this again. So yeah, it's a bit of pick your poison, I guess you could say. So they probably went with the better option here. I'm sure they discussed this at great lengths, but while they were developing the game, I don't know what Space Marine 1 was like. Apparently it was a pretty good game. Not gonna go play it. Moving on. Anyway, season 4 Horde mode, we got another new enemy. That's cool to see 3 new enemies within like 1 year of release. That should give some really cool variety to the game. And another new weapon. Sick. Really sick. I like that. And then at the bottom, obviously, you've got cosmetics, which is not important stuff. So yeah, I guess you could say that's the gaming section. That's the gaming section done. And I know Coco is technically a sport and it should have been in the sports section, but I just wanted it to be in the something new section because a lot of us probably haven't heard about it before. I know I hadn't before today. I'd heard of Kabaddi. You can go look up Kabaddi as well if you want. I'm not going to feature it on the something new section. Hey, I might. I'm going to run out of content. Let's be frank about this. I will at some point run out of content. This content's already pretty dry, okay? Congratulations if you made it this far. I do appreciate it. There's going to be another show tomorrow where I'm actually playing a goddamn game or doing something interactive where I'm not just, complaining about shit. Anyway, let's go to this final agenda here. Probably wrap it up with the video like we did last time, like a highlight video as an NFL game was played today. So we'll probably talk about that NFL game a bit later. We'll do our regular, tale of the tape from the stats, or at least tale from the stats. I should probably make a little title for Tale of the Stats. And with these titles, I should also probably not stretch them the fuck out and make them legible. We don't need a vibe about this during the show. You guys don't need to be part of the creation process. Let me know if there's something you want to see. If there's any improvements, just tell me. I'm not going to get upset about it. If you don't like it, tell me you don't like it. Who cares? Anyway, so this season, I'm a very phase-based guy. I get into things, I get out of things. I get into new things, I get out of new things. I'm just acting on instinct, I guess you could say. I'm just reacting to the world. Not a healthy way to live, but also I don't worry about shit. I don't think about shit. So maybe you should be like that. Anyway, I'm gonna talk some wisdoms in different points in the different shows. So this agenda is going to change. There's going to be like some guest items that we don't normally see every day. Ruin Something's not going to be there every day. Don't worry, lovers of things. I'm not going to ruin everything all at once. I'm going to drip feed it. Not always going to learn something new. So, don't need to be that entitled. We get to learn something new every time. Sometimes we just going through the motions, and that's all right. Anyway, what do we got? MLB. So, like I was saying, this season I started getting into the Major League Baseball a little bit, trying to understand the game of baseball a little bit more. Honestly, just trying to win bets and make some money. You know. Interesting thing about baseball is it is such a. I mean, all sports are kind of like wild and unpredictable, but baseball is its own kind of unpredictable, and it can be very difficult to judge who's going to win a game. So when you do bets, there's a good chance that a team that is not the favorite actually wins. You know, because I don't think sports books truly understand how to properly gauge it. And I don't think anyone ever will because of just the way the game is played. It's very different, just played very different to other games. And I'm slowly appreciating that. I never really appreciated stick and ball sports. I mean, in my country, we have cricket. And I fucking hate cricket. And a lot of people too, but a lot of people love it, and I don't get it. But I'm starting to get baseball. I'm starting to understand it at a very minute level. Anyway, so what we're looking at here is we're in the postseason. We're actually already part of the postseason. These motherfuckers, if you don't know, they play like 168, 169. Very nice games in a season. It's a lot of games. It could be 180. It's a lot of games within the season. And then you go to playoffs and you play a series. So anyway, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at the playoff bracket. So on this side, on the American League side, I guess you could say, Yankees and the Guardians both earned a bye, 1 and 2 seeds. Royals knocked out the Orioles. I'm surprised that they did that. Orioles were having a really good season, from what I remember. They were doing quite well. KC Royals, for me, they weren't a great bet because they were just like inconsistent. But I'd be happy to bet on the Baltimore Orioles a lot more consistently. It just felt better. Again, KC Royals did win a lot of those games, and the Baltimore Orioles were also, not winning some of the games I expected them to. This is a little bit of a contradiction to what I just said, but that's baseball. That's baseball. Anyway, Royals advance. Would have liked the I would have liked the Orioles to advance, but Kansas City Royals did. Then what we got? The Tigers and the Astros. Now, Detroit Tigers. This was an interesting. I won a lot of bets with the Detroit Tigers. They were not the favorite in a lot of games this season, but they did tick up my my parlays, as the US people call them. We just call them a multi because that's what it is. A parlay. Just get fancy with it. Let's get fancy with it, little doggy. Anyway. Detroit has pushed through and beat the Astros. I didn't really follow or bet on the Astros, so I can't tell you much about them. I just didn't see them as super consistent, even though they did clinch that third seed there. They did get knocked out by the Detroit Tigers, so, Next, as we move forward through this bracket, Guardians earn the bye, Yankees earn the bye. So obviously, if you don't know anything about sport, this is how a bracket works. You move on to the next stage once you've won. You just follow the line. You just follow the line until you're the goddamn champion. So we've got the Royals versus the Yankees. Now, the Yankees. Don't know a whole lot about the Yankees myself. First seed's pretty tidy, though. They must be all right. I'm not going to look up their record for the year, but, I honestly thought I heard more noise about the Guardians being a good baseball team rather than I heard about the Yankees. But if the Yankees were winning, then the Yankees were fucking winning. And if they were just winning, they're probably gonna knock out the Royals. Simple. They're probably just gonna knock out the Royals. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this side, but this side I'm a little bit more understanding of the season records and how these guys perform. Now, the Guardians were very, 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 very favored in a lot of games. A lot of the games they were favored. They did win a lot of games. They did lose a lot of the games that I actually bet on them to win, though. So, Fuck the Guardians. I would like the Tigers to advance. That would be super cool. And if I were to bet, that would be extra super cool. But honestly, it's probably going to be the Guardians. They were very consistent this season. Tigers, I feel like kind of punched above their weight just based off the odds that I saw on every game. Again, let's take that with a grain of salt because, you know, who really knows? Who really knows with this sport? I don't really know. It could be super sophisticated and accurate, but I won a lot of bets that were non-favorite bets. So, yeah. Anyway, don't mean to toot my own horn, but I think it's going to go Guards and Yankees. It's going to be a boring 1-2 seed. And then from there, I'd probably assume the Yankees, but, you know, I'd kind of want the Guards just because I'd heard more about them this season. But, yeah. Anyway, we'll follow this a little bit. Like I said, it's probably going to be Guards, Yankees. This one will probably be a straight shot from the Guardians. This one could be an up and downer. Now we go to the National League, the other side of this whole league. How long's this stream been going? Stream. Fuck, that's old school. How long has this pod been going? Pod has been going for. Where the hell is the time? It's about an hour. I don't actually. Oh no, wait, yeah. Wow, I've passed an hour. This is a long pod. We might need to get this shit moving. I don't want these things to be this long. Anyway, National League. We got the Mets. We got the Brewers. Brewers were apparently doing quite well this season. The Mets, a New York team, up and down like shit. Now I say that, and then on the other side you've got these Yankees just sitting pretty at number one. But yeah, the Mets were very up and down. I lost a lot of the bets that I bet them on. Fuck the Mets, but I didn't bet on the Brewers much, but they did win a lot of games. They were fairly consistent, more consistent than the Mets. The Mets were up and downy, like a clowny. On this side, before we actually move on, we've got the Dodgers here. They secured the first seed, and then we have the Phillies. The Phillies were really good this season, just strong, just winning a lot of games, favored in a lot of games. You know, obviously, I just go by the numbers. I don't watch a whole lot of these sports, but yeah, Phillies. With the Mets being so inconsistent with this game, I kind of feel like this is going to be Phillies. Mets up and down, giant killers. They could be giant killers. The Tigers honestly could be the giant killers here. I'd call them the giant killers rather than anybody else in this bracket right now. Obviously, these 1 and 2 seeds can't be, you know, giant killers because they're the Giants. But I kind of feel out of the Royals, Padres, Mets, and Tigers, I kind of think the Tigers are probably that fucking wild card that could do it. I don't know if they were wild card, but I'm just saying words. Oh yeah, they were wild card. I think they could do it. Honestly, out of these 4 teams, the Padres and the Royals, I think, were more consistent. I think the Padres were much more consistent. The KC Royals did very well, like I said. But these 2 teams, super inconsistent. These 2 teams, slightly more consistent. The Padres and the Royals. But yeah, Mets and Tigers, inconsistent teams. But they can win games. These, I'm not very confident in the Mets here. I obviously don't know a whole lot about these teams or baseball, but I think Philly's just gonna rock that one. And then we go down to this side. We've got, what's that A? Atlanta Braves. Okay, I'm still learning this stuff. Atlanta Braves versus the Padres. Looks like Padres won 2-0. I think the Braves did okay this season. I mean, they were 1 seed less than the Padres, but yeah, I just didn't follow the Braves a whole lot. They weren't one of the like 6 or 7 teams that I was actually following along with. The Padres I was trying to follow along with, and they were doing good, but again, they just lose whenever I bet on them, which was super frustrating. But I'm glad to see them there. Glad to see them beat the Braves. Dodgers. So the Dodgers obviously picked up Shohei Ohtani this season. You guys all know If you know baseball, you know. If you don't know baseball, look him up. The guy's a fucking menace. Dude's a beast. So yeah, Dodgers basically, I think they were kind of, good playoff contention before they got him, and then they get him this season, and he's I don't know what you call him in baseball. I guess you could say two-way player. He pitches and hits. Some people are just a designated. Yeah, some people don't pitch. I don't quite understand how it goes, but yeah, he pitches and he hits, and he's a monster at both of them, and he has absolutely crushed balls this season. He's just crushing balls. He's just been crushing balls. That's like a pretty hefty Japanese fetish. And he is Japanese. He's probably not into crushing balls. Don't take me on that. But I'm just saying. I just said crushing balls. Now we're here. So I'm thinking this is going to be Dodgers easy. This is Dodgers, and then this will probably be pretty good if it goes Phillies Dodgers. I think that'll be a very good series to watch. I'll probably tip Dodgers to win just because I'm a fucking mark. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I'd probably say the Dodgers go. The Dodgers could win the whole thing, honestly. Dodgers could win it all. Any of these teams could win it all, and that's why they're there. They all have the chance to do it. Anyway, that was baseball. I'm gonna say probably Dodgers win. So here I'm gonna hope Tigers, say Guardians. I'm going to say Yankees. I'm going to say Phillies. I'm going to say Dodgers. I know it's boring, but we'll see what happens. We might have a result of this shit on the Monday show, actually. This set might, if it goes all 2-0s, it might be set. I don't know the times of these games, but pretty cool. We're going to see the World Series. We're going to see the result of it at least. Moving on to NFL. Let's go. So there was only one game today. Thursday night football, I believe. It's Friday for me. I don't get to watch the game because I'm a full-time jobber. And if you're a full-time jobber in Australia, guess what? You don't get to watch this glorious son of a bitch. All right. Falcons Bucks. So I was hoping that the Falcons would win this game. I wanted the Falcons to win this game. Kirk Cousins. Fuck. Sorry. 509 yards. Holy shit. My eyes just hit that. Whoa. 500 yards? How many times has somebody thrown for 500 yards? Yeah, here we go. NFL knows what I want. 27 times? No way. I know Tom Brady. Oh, man. Holy moly. Who's done this? Don't know him. This is all old school shit I won't know. Dan Marino, Phil Simms, Warren Moon, Drew Brees. He would. B. Ross, Brady, Stafford. But wow, he threw 500 yards in a loss to the Packers. Bruh. How many of these are losses? Jesus. Hold on. He threw 500 yards and only got 16 points? What the fuck were they doing? That's got to be the lowest out of these 500s. 16 points after you threw the ball for 500 yards? That's fucking spastic. That's so shit. Oh, that is terrible. That is terrible. I wasn't really following the NFL in 2006, but that is a bad stat line. 2 TDs. 3 picks. Yikes. Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, Eli Manning. Eli Manning threw for 500. Matt Schaub threw for 500. Tony Romo, Ben Ross done it twice. Phillip Rivers again. 20 points. What is this shit? 2 tuds. No interceptions. No interceptions? You throw for 500. That's like going up the field 5 times. That's going the whole length of the field 5 goddamn times and only putting it in twice. That's ridiculous. Drew Brees did it again. Matt Ryan, Derek Carr. Did he win this time? He did with 57 tutties. There you go, boy. That's more of what 500 should look like. That's more of what it should look like. I bet they didn't run. I'm not going to do the maths. Matt Ryan, Derek Carr, B. Roth's third time. Tom Brady. Was that his second? It was his second. Jared Goff, Dak Prescott again. B. Ross. Whoa, what an animal. You're an animal, Ben. Big Ben is an animal. Burrows and then Cousins today. Shit, that is kind of insane. 500 yards. That was a massive sidetrack. I do apologize about that, but I saw that and it just, whoa. But yeah, this is one of the reasons why the Falcons can go. They did take 30 points and they did have to win it in overtime with a tutty poo. But let's have a look at the stats here. What do we got? Kirk Cousins, massive game. Like, you throw it for 40, try to throw it 58 times. Bijan, the run game was not there. This was a shootout. This was definitely a shootout. Pow, 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 pow. You know, don't know who scored first, but, you know, possible lead change there. Then possible lead change a couple of times there. That's wild. This would have been a really good game to watch, possibly. Was rushing yards like? 72 rushing yards. I mean, super efficient Baker Mayfield to get the 30 points up there. Like, he didn't have to throw for 500 yards. He didn't have to do that. But they also didn't win. It was an overtime loss, so you can't say much there. Rashad White, 72 yards. You know, good spread of receiving. Did he get 2 people over 100? He did. He did. Darryl Mooney, 105 yards, 2 tuds. Drake London, 154, 1 tud. That's huge. Pitts, 88. 6 receptions on Ray McLeod. Bijan even grabbed the ball 3 times. What's the kicking like? 3 out of 5. Young Ho, 3 out of 5. Won the game last week for him. 12 points to himself, though. That's all right. 12 points. Yeah, 3 tuds. 3 tuds. They must have gone for 2, maybe. Oh no, they didn't. You don't kick in overtime. So yeah, 3. 3 point after touchdowns. All right, so we'll go to the Bucs side. What do we got? Really super efficient Baker Mayfield. What you throw for 180 yards off 19 from 24. 3 touchdowns. Get a little help from the running game. Run it yourself as well. Who caught the touchdowns? Mike Evans with the 2 touchdowns. Come on, man. Come on, man. He always does this when I don't bet him to catch 2 touchdowns. Let's go, Mike. Let's go, Mike. And then we got some D. We'll look at the D later in the team stats. Kicking, 3 field goals, 12 points. He was perfect on the day. 3 pats, 3 field goals. Let's go to team stats. Huge. Wow. 880 passing, 880 total yards, in this game. There's almost, I don't know what that's in metric. I don't know what that's in kilometers. That's got to be at least a K. Maybe. Yeah. Nah. Yeah. I don't know the difference. Passing yards. 477 passing yards. But Kirk threw for 500. What is this? What is that? I don't get that. 73 rushing yards. Is that true? That is true. I don't understand this. Right there. That should be 500. Yards per play, pretty even. Rushing yards dominated. This is, 2 different offenses operating right now. Similar first downage. These guys obviously had a ton more plays. Where's the amount of plays? 81 to 51 plays. This defense would have been getting tired. Third down efficiency, pretty bad on the Falcons side. Didn't go for it on fourth down at all, the Bucks. You know, roughly just over 50%. Just over 50% on the third down efficiency for them is obviously much better than less than 50%. Total plays, much less plays. 4 sacks allowed. Well, if you're going to run 81 plays, there's a good chance that you're going to get sacked more. Especially if you're throwing the ball for goddamn 500 yards. You're passing the ball a lot. You're going to take some sacks. Penalties. 74 penalties. That hurt them. So they had to make up 74 yards of penalties as well throughout all of this. 1 fumble lost. Who did that? Who lost the fumble? It won't tell me. It's not going to tell me who lost the fumble. No picks thrown by Baker. I mean, you throw for 500 yards, you throw the ball 45 times, and you only throw 1 interception. That's a pretty good day for Kirk, I got to say. That's a really good day. Do they have his passer rating? They don't have his passer rating. That'd be interesting to see. I mean, it's fairly efficient for the amount of throws he made. That's like, you know, it's not 80%. When it gets up to 60, it's more like 60%, but still fairly very good. Very good. But obviously, this is much more efficient. And yeah, that was the game. That was the game. It looks like, from what I'd say from this, I don't think there was a whole lot of, there wouldn't been, there could have been a bit of lead changes, but I'm assuming that the Falcons were behind for most of it. So we'll quickly watch this. Let's turn off the beats. Let's turn off the lo-fi beats. You guys can hear this. I can't hear anything. Let's see if the stats dictate what we thought they did. First down, another first down. Drake London, 150 yards, 1 tutty. Look at that defender right there. London, getting in. Only tutty of the day. So they actually opened with the lead. Yeah, we don't need to see the replay of it. We're not doing a breakdown here. Good ball, good catch. Mike Evans. Baker. It's going to be another completion. Yeah, you can run him all the way back there, but he caught it at the first down line, so it's going to be a first down. I understand you want to be physical, set the tone, but don't be a dick. Then we just get in for a strike. He's just going to throw one in here. Even that shit up. Easy days. Wide open. Everyone thought they were running to the left. Baker kept it. He could have scooped it off to the corner there. Let the guy run in, but no. Middle wide open. Great arm, great vision. Let's skip through here. What did I just see there? Did I just see there was a field goal? They're like, it's good. It's good. It was good. Rack it up. And then Bucks are in the lead. They're not in a massive lead, but they're going, Falcons going to want to throw. They couldn't get there in the end of first quarter. They start moving up there in the start of the second quarter. Catch another titty. Take the lead again. Now I'm assuming these guys have a fairly quick strike. When was that scored? 13:41. Pretty good return. Better than most. Go, 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 go. Nice. He almost got home. Almost got home, just that one guy to beat. We got 2 minutes later. He's got to stay in. Aggressive. He's got so many more yards by staying in. Everyone's like, he's going out. Let's give up. Got him. Touchdown. Yeah. Yeah. So it was like 3 minutes 30 game clock that they scored in. Take the lead again. Kirk's like, man. This guy's like, fuck, man. I'm sorry. Now they get going. Let's skip through. They have to settle for another field goal, and they get it. The young Ho sneaks it in. Even game. When was that? That was at 6:17. All right. Start the next drive. Do they score? They do. 6:17. They hold the ball for a long ass time. Oh, that was kind of sweet. So yeah, then they run the play clock down, run it down, get it into the end zone. Boom, another touchdown. Gonna have a 2-minute drill here by the Falcons to end off the second half. But yeah, they did take the lead. Again, they were in the lead. They were kind of, I'd say Falcons were playing catch up most of what we've seen. Right, so they couldn't get in before the half. Obviously, the score is still the same. They couldn't get that 2-minute drill pumping. Got to throw the ball, still behind. Have to take another field goal. What do these guys do? Let's march this shit down the field. Drop a fumble. Mike Evans on it though. These guys had possession for quite a long time. They're really burning through the clock. Now what they want to do is cook the clock as much as they can. They had to take a field goal there. Either way, they're ahead by a tutty. And then how long did it take them to strike back? So end of the third quarter. No, wait. And this kick goes in 119. So this touchdown took them about 3 minutes down the field, game time. Then they should even it up. I'm sure they're just going to get the young Ho to kick it through. And we'll skip ahead. We'll see it's 27, yep. Okay, now into the game. Basically, what's going to happen is, all we're going to see here is 2 field goals. Baker running it. Look at him go. I want to know who scores the first field goal, though. Essentially, you could call this a comeback victory from the Falcons. It was a super tight match. Yeah, these guys get the first one. Dude was perfect on the day. It goes in. Now, I've probably skipped through, but I haven't seen any of the young Ho misses. He missed 2 kicks. So they'll go down the field, not get the ball. And then what happened? Oh my god, they're just running the ball to get it, to run out the game, right? And then what's this? He dropped the ball. Falcons get the ball back. Falcons get the ball back. Oh my god, and they pick him off. They picked him off. That should be game sealing. Was there a flag? There's no flag. What happened? Okay, he's down. Flag. Holding. Offense. Replay. Second down. And then he's talking to his mates on the headset. 3rd and 25. Right. That penalty fucked him. That penalty lost them the game. Essentially. It was the demise. It was the start of the demise. But, you know, you put yourself in this position in the first place. You fumbled it previously on a different drive. You could have had the clock down way more. And then he's going to just throw it backwards. They play one more, get one more play in, get down. They've got to clock this shit quick. Clock it. They get the young Ho 1 second to kick this ball. And he makes it. We know he makes it. It goes to overtime and they win with a touchdown, but still. Yeah, you guys are talking about shit. I don't know. I'm touching my hands. I'm swinging this away. I'm gonna fucking replay the kick, please. Boom, solid, down the line, straight through the uprights. They're going overtime. 52-yarder from the young ho. And then I'm assuming these guys win the toss and then just march right down the fucking field. They did. Haven't we changed this rule yet? Haven't we changed this fucking rule? Oh well. Let's have a look at this next gen stats replay with the route run. K Hodge. This guy's gonna blitz the fuck down. Shows pressure, tries to pressure, gets bumped out. Dude misses a tackle. Wow, okay. That was a great line he made. But that dude missing that tackle. Oh, that's rough. Ah, dude, just hit him, man. They steal the win. They steal that win. That's a stolen win. Look at it. He's dejected. This guy's a competitor. He hates losing. And anyway, that was the Sean Show, guys. It went for really long. It went for really, really long. I'm going to end it with Baker Mayfield's sad face. Brighter days are ahead, Bake. Brighter days are ahead. Anyway, that was the Sean Show. Have a great night. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm playing a game tomorrow. That's right. It was the Sean Show. It's the greatest show. Have a good night, jobbers.